And them there. Yes. It's a brand new episode inside the mailbox. Yes, this is the program that is hosted by men, designed for men, and whose guests are men. This is the mailbox here every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. right here on Love 101, the family station. If you're new around here, welcome. Thanks for joining us. We know you could have been doing something else, but we appreciate you tremendously. We are now live on Facebook and YouTube, and so ensure you jump over. I'm Courtney Morrison, and with me is my co-host. Yes.
Yeah, Kevin Bill here, Courtney, and greetings, man and man, from Warren Point to Nick Grill. So excited that we are on today, 30th of August 2023, cool afternoon in Kingston City. And we really have been appreciating the showers, kind of bring down the temperature a little. But today, this afternoon in the show, we're gonna have a great time. For the past month, we have really been zooming in on our young men. So this week, right into September, we'll be focusing on moving Jamaica forward. And I'm sure many of you want to move Jamaica forward. And we're looking at the man's perspective. It's important for us to look forward to growth and development. We're a great nation. We were seeing some fantastic things. Just celebrated our athletes, and we are so proud of them. And we still believe that the challenges are there: the crime, the violence, the corruption, lack of growth in the sense that we want everybody to have full employment and so on. But we are well able to. And so we'd love to hear what our men have to say. And that is why we're having this show. Courtney, what a
Yes,
guan.
Kev. Holy Pagwan. I love the fact that we can highlight what is good for
Yes.
us. That's what the gospel is. It's called the good news. So often we hear bad news. But what's happening with us here in Jamaica, as you said, we celebrate what our athletes have done. Tremendous. 1 dozen medals
Yeah.
has been good. We have seen a young man, Antonio Watson, perform tremendously, winning the gold in the 400. Russell Clayton, the 400-meter hurdles, getting a bronze. Jaden Hibbert, unfortunately, not doing too well because of a muscle injury. But Wayne Pinnock and Tajay Gale getting a silver medal and a bronze medal in the long jump. We're doing well as a nation, 4x1 women and 4x4 women, silver medals. The Netherlands snatching right out of our hands the gold medal right at the finish. But
Wow.
Femke Ball indeed is a great athlete. And we have done well. Men getting a bronze in the 4x1. And so we're talking about looking at the Olympics in 2024 for Paris. Things are going forward, Kev.
Big things. And I love the camaraderie between Shelly, Sharika, and Shari. That no,
Shikari.
Shakari Richards there. I just thought lots of maturity with the growth and development. But it's just our outstanding athletes from Jamaica where we can have good sportsmanship. And also want to big up our world class coaches, best in the world.
Yes.
And from this little island, we little but with Talawa. So it is very encouraging. Can we use this as leverage, where we can believe in ourselves, believe in God, work together so that those challenges that we have, they can be used as stepping stones. And that's what we're about. We're talking about moving Jamaica forward. We just completed our crusade at Marvel Gospel Hall, and we want to just thank God for those persons who have been brought from darkness to light. Had some powerful
Yes.
speakers, Bishop Haddon, we had Talbert, Vivian Talbert, you know Vivian from way back, CAS, UTEC, and amazing testimony that he has. He flew in to the island, Pastor Napoleon Black. Minister Kevin Heath was there and ministered as well. Great time. So in the midst of everything, we have opportunities to be light and salt. So Courtney, what
Awesome,
are we going to
awesome,
be talking
awesome.
about? Yeah.
Just want to say big up to Coach Lennox Graham. former Kingston College student, which I know very well. He guided Daniel Williams to gold in the 100-meter hurdles for the women. It's good to have her back and doing well. But this weekend was indeed a fantastic weekend. I just want to say hello to all the folks at Transform Life Church, Pastor Dwight Fletcher, and to Lady Deborah Johnson, who did such a fantastic message on Malachi chapter 3. Wonderful indeed. Lady Dion Forbes and Alison Moore. Blessings to you both. Today we're talking about moving Jamaica forward, man to man's perspective. Is it possible to teach a whole nation growth tactics? Indeed, we need to know. Um, Dr. Allingsworth said something many years ago. We have 3% leaders, 10% destroyers, and 80%, 87% followers. Can we teach our nation growth tactics? What are some things that stifle progression? Those are some of the questions we'll be asking. And do you believe it is inevitable for society to crumble? We look at Rome blossoming and blooming and then crumbling. If not, how do we prevent a society from crumbling? And how important are thought leaders in society, those who sit and think? We call them think tanks sometimes. And do you see a growth or decline in the arrival of such leaders? What is one of the biggest blockages to Jamaica's progress? The church will tell you sin. But we want another perspective and hear if people agree with us. We have preached our message, but who have believed? Is it important for youth and elders to be cohesive when it comes to national decisions? Our guest this week is Mr. Lenworth Kelly, and he joins us today with a great portfolio. Indeed, we would just want to say welcome, Mr. Lenworth Kelly. You know, sounds like one of those persons you just call Lenny
Yeah,
and
man, we
done
call
with.
him Len. Welcome, Len. Great to have you on the show
Good to
again.
be here, Vince. Good to be here. Thanks, Courtney and Kevin, for having me.
I tell you, Courtney, you talk about authentic, and a man who wear many hats, and although him head shine, him wear many hats. Me and his wife truly leading the marriage ministry at Solo Field, as well as the important task there, as we're gonna find out nationally, making meaningful contribution to the nation and the world. And so we're very happy to have Lenward Kelly. I call him Len, because I want you to know that I know him personally. So that's why I'm behaving like that. But it's so really good to have him. Man oh man, remember we want to hear from you. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube on Love 101 FM Jamaica. You can leave your comments via our WhatsApp line 876-997-3125. That's 876-997-3125. And guess what? You can ask Lenward Kelly any question. He's capable of answering. So it is your chance, your opportunity today to do that. Yeah, we're talking about moving Jamaica forward, Courtney.
Can you imagine? He
Yeah.
lends worth to those around him. But the big challenge today is you can ask him any question. We will take that challenge up and see how good he is at that, helping us to talk about moving Jamaica forward. Women, remember you're welcome. And indeed, your participation is as well. You can participate in the program by leaving us a message via WhatsApp, Facebook, or YouTube channels. Females, remember, no calls or voice notes are allowed.
Yeah,
Man and
so
man, want to give a shout out now.
of course,
Go on
we have
through,
a little
Kev.
thing. Yeah, man, we want Len to join us too. So after three, we normally say Monday. So we're gonna ask, yeah, from Moran Point in the grill. After three, 1, 2, 3, Monday.
Monday,
Yeah.
Monday!
Man,
Monday.
man in other place, man in other place. So I tell you what, before we go into the main segment, we want you to know a little bit more about our guest. So we go all the way to 6:30. And so let's talk a little bit about our very special guest this afternoon. Mr. Lenward Kelly is a professional engineer with 31 years of experience in civil, structural, and geotechnical engineering, analysis, design, and construction. He is employed as a director at the civil engineering and construction firm Nubian One Construction Limited. Currently serving as president of the Incorporated Master Builders Association of Jamaica, IMAJ, Mr. Kelly is also a past president of the Jamaica Institution of Engineers, that's JIE, and a member of the Professional Engineers Registration Board Enforcement Committee. He is the holder of a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering from the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine campus, that's Trinidad and Tobago, and a Jamaica College old boy, although he looks so young. He is a Jamaica College old boy. And I want to tell you, very important, Sir Kelly is a Christian and married with a daughter, stepson, and a foster son. He serves in the marriage ministry more at Solofield Chapel, which he leads with his wife, Trudy Ann, an amazing woman who would deserve a gold medal for marrying him. He's a member of Solofield Chapel Oversight Team and serves as the Boys Club Ministry. Discipleship of young adult males is a passion of his. He's also a member and past president of the Kiwanis Club of Ligani. All right.
Wonderful resume there. Yet one blight against him. He's a former student of the Jamaica College. But we'll pray for him as we go along. Indeed, we don't want it to move a muscle. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this to hear why the man is going to tell us what and how we can move Jamaica forward in this the 21st century. What does that look like? I'm Pastor Courtney Morrison. We come right back after this break.
Get the formula for CXC and CAPE exams at Distinction College, located at 26 Hagley Park Road, Kingston, 6 Nugent Street, Spanish Town, and Ocho Rios. Start day, evening, and Saturday classes in over 30 subjects this coming term, and sit exams in January and May with learning resources such as computers, science labs, and much more. Lowest fees. Register this week and get an entire term free. Win scholarships and a 10% discount. Pay for 3 subjects, get 1 free. Pay for 5 subjects and get 2 subjects free. Or get a skill or course free. Call us 356-4167.
As our family grows, our home internet needs have grown too.
And now, with Flow's fiber fast internet and smart Wi-Fi coverage, we're always connected in any room at home.
With Yadon Road Plus, get 500 megabits per second of fiber fast internet, smart Wi-Fi, plus unlimited mobile on the go. All for the special offer of only $6,999 plus GCT a month. Fiber fast internet and smart Wi-Fi coverage inspired by you. Visit a Flow store today. Conditions apply.
Hey my peeps, get this on the regular. Your HIV status if you consider. At least if you test once a year. Just 15 minutes and your status clear. Cause it might not show up on your timeline and you learn too late so you're out of time. A progressive future, mandatory. Really long life, our story.
You hear? Remember, update your status in a real life. Do a HIV test today.
Just 15 minutes and your status clear. Really long life, our story. Real long life was a youth coming from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Get your Western Union back to school bonus from now until September 22. 50 winners of $10,000 every week. Millions in scholarships of up to $100,000 each. And double your Western Union money transfer in your GK1 wallet to get you ready for the new school year. You could be one of over 300 winners. Just download the GK1 app, receive a Western Union transfer in your GK1 wallet, and you're automatically entered to your back to school bonus. Visit gkmsonline.com for all the rules. Authorized under Section 58 betting gaming industry.
Bible Society of the West Indies now has Bibles in stock for back to school. All versions are available at reasonable prices. Quantity discounts for bookstores and retailers. Visit them at 24 Hadley Park Plaza, Kingston 10. You can call or WhatsApp them at 876-339-3501 or email them at biblehouse@biblesocietywi.org.
Cubby's Baby Wipes is ideal for your baby's delicate skin, infused with vitamin E and aloe vera, and available for home or on the go. The time by Cubby's Baby Wipes is...
Welcome back to the program, The Mailbox, the time inside Mailbox. It's now 13 minutes to the hour of 6 inside the Mailbox. This is Love 101. We've been serving this nation for 30 years, and indeed, we're proud to do so. The program today is moving Jamaica forward, and our guest is Mr. Lenworth Kelly. And so, remember, you can hit us up at Love 101 YouTube channel and Facebook page. We go all the way on till 6:30 p.m. Kev.
That's right. So we go straight into the discussion, the inbox of very special guest, Lenworth Kelly. Sir Kelly, is it possible to teach a whole nation growth tactics? Can we actually teach an entire nation how to grow and develop? What's your perspective on that?
Um, we can, and I think it's perhaps not in the way most of us would imagine it. We often figure that you're going to teach growth only in the classroom or only in church, but it's a each one teach one situation, and I think when we get the fundamentals right, it happens. So it starts with the unit, and the unit is a couple. That's a foundation of the family, and you start teaching there. You start modeling. You start. You show love comes in many forms. So the wife may show love in nurture. The husband may show it in the discipline and the guiding and that kind of thing. So it really starts from the parenting, and we need to remember that we there's a way in which we think we're only responsible for parenting our own children. Remember, there are a lot of children out there who don't have parents. So what do you do? So part of that responsibility is parenting those around you, modeling for them, those who are younger, even those who are older, even some of those who are your age, who probably didn't get that kind of, because a lot of us are just older, but have not grown, so to speak. We have age but not grown. And so the idea is it starts there. That is really how you teach. And the Bible what tells you, teach these precepts to your children. You make sure you wear it wherever you go. So from them it comes. So one of the things you find when if you try to impart something to a child and you don't, you miss that opportunity, and that child gets past the 0 to 6 and gets up to in the teens, it becomes more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you miss it and they become adults, it can be increasingly difficult.
Yeah.
So that teaching is to be done from the foundation stage, and that's why we say the unit, because everything goes back. You trace it right back to the family and parenting. It comes all the way back, and not just parenting because you have the mother and the father in the house, because what they model might not be what is desirable, not desirable for our society. You understand? So yes, we can have dysfunction in families in various ways, because what is modeled is not what should be modeled. And sometimes it's those who are now tasked with parenting were not parented themselves properly. So for us, it's a foundation. It's around the precepts that God has laid out. And most of these things that we hold up, Kevin, as good morals, and them say abide by these are good values and attitudes. Really, they are taken from the scriptures. They are you don't mind people. People should copy from the scriptures, and that's really where most of them are taken from, or should I say all of them. So for me, you teach the nation by one. Each one teach one. So you go one and you impart in that one, and that one goes out, and so it sprouts, it grows, it mushrooms. So that is we have to get back to that. Not that are these programs about, yes, we're going to have something on TV and radio, and you do a little bit of it in schools. Those are, yes, helpful, but those should help to concretize what you got at home. That's not where the teaching, where the growth should take place. So if we go back to the
Indeed.
foundation.
Indeed, one cocoa full basket. Yes. After highlighting some of the things that causes growth, let's look at the reverse. What are some of the things that stifles progression and growth? I almost said
All
Dr.
right. So,
Kelly.
all right. So in the that part is interesting. The first thing that comes to mind is selfishness. Selfishness. You choose not to impart, but you deal with for yourself. You choose, and you can describe that in different ways. You can say it's not loving, it's not modeling. You don't model, you don't set the example, you don't lead. And one of the critical things, we don't discipline. Don't discipline. You know, many of us grow up without appreciating consequences. And even if there's discipline, it look more like abuse. So you don't leave with the lesson, but you leave with the pain.
Yeah.
You understand? And so these are some of the things that stifle men abdicating their responsibility as given by God. You are given a responsibility as a male. The females have theirs, but you have as a male, you have a responsibility in a society. Wherever you are placed, you have a responsibility. As a child of God, as a man of God, you have a responsibility to model Christ, to display Christ, to stand on the side of truth, on the side of the word. It don't matter how it want looking. You don't really business is what the world saying. Your only business is what God said, because whichever side God is on, that's a majority. No matter watch the faces around you. So these are a lot of things that stifle when we're not getting the discipleship and the discipline and the mentoring that's not taking place, the guidance. We're not fulfilling the mandate. And there's a play on that, the mandate. We're given a mandate as man. We have to fulfill that mandate. We're not just born and just there just for run up and down. There are requirements. Lord has requirements of us. And we have to step up to that.
Yeah, certainly quite a lot. You have identified there, Kelly. Is it inevitable for society to crumble? Because some people will say, scriptures, the last days, perilous times, we're going to have, as in the days of Noah, so shall it be. And that there's going to be a kind of slippery slope. We're in a dark place. And the question is, though, is there a place for light and salt where we can still have order in society and growth and development? It seems almost a tension there. But your perspective, is it inevitable for the society to just crumble in? And if not, how do we prevent this? Probably going back to some other thing, but do you agree then that fatalistic, we just say let the thing go on, man, so the thing set, I say it go on.
Yeah, you hear the pessimism out there.
Yeah.
But no, don't totally don't agree. There's enough, you see, in the landscape, in the environment that encourages you. And there's this thing. I don't remember if it was a governor general that said it, that there's nothing wrong with Jamaica that cannot be fixed by what is right with Jamaica.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right,
Yeah.
so it's there, but you see, you are fed a steady diet today. You have to be careful of what you consume, because if you consume it, sometimes social media and just regular mainstream media, it's the negatives just bombard you, and the positives don't seem to get limelight, except your world championship, and that kind of thing. So for me, it's no. As long as God is with us, He has not gone anywhere. He has not left us or forsaken us. We are not forsaken in any way. But in His infinite wisdom, He allows things for whatever reason. And I keep telling people, I can't give you the answers now, but I certainly do hope to be able to ask him, so why you allow this or why you allow that? But the idea of things crumbling is I find not born out of any faith. Certainly not faith in God. We stand on his word and he wants good for us. And so we know we also have a living hope. So you're going to go through times where you feel down and you know, but like everything is stacked against you. But God has this way of reminding you that, listen, I am here. You keep your eyes on me, not on what you think is crumbling. I am here, and wherever I am, everything is standing tall. So for me, no. But I think we can get the feeling based on the optics, and sometimes based on what the statistics and the surveys say and the trends and all of that thing. I don't know that is God put out any of those reports, you know. But we are human and we operate within the systems that we know. And for me, the concern for me is when we depart from the basics, the foundation stuff, right? The root stuff have to hold true to those things. And some there are some very simple, that's golden rule: do unto others as you would, you know, like for others to do unto you. Love each other as you love yourself. You know, we most of us can't get to the can't imagine loving others as Christ has loved us. And some of us don't want others to be loved as Christ has loved us, as we don't think them deserve it. You know, but for Kevin and Courtney, we certainly have to keep our eyes focused on Christ. The what is unmovable and unshakable and unstoppable, that is what we have to keep our eyes focused on, because that's where it is. Other things will pass, things will come and go, wars, rumors of what kind of things going to happen, you know. But nothing not crumbling in God's kingdom, you know. Not crumbling. You know, that is a lie.
Indeed.
I will send it back.
Yeah. It would seem as if it's a cycle, you know. The thing says strong create comfortable times create weak men create uncomfortable situations, uncomfortable situations create strong men, and the cycle goes on. Moral decay versus the gospel, obedience versus disobedience. What causes a society to crumble? We're going to hear more on the other side of this break. We'll come right back. It's 6 p.m. in the eye, right here on Love 101. The program is The Mailbox. Kevin and Courtney along with Lenworth Kelly. Come right back after these messages.
Yes. Strong man.
Visit Self's Furniture and Hardware Store in Main Street, Christiana, in front of the Apple Tree Plaza for all your hardware and furniture needs, making the best and providing the best in hardware and building supplies, electrical, and more at an affordable price. Let our experience in customized furniture work for you. We also provide tool rentals. Self's Furniture and Hardware Store, Main Street, Christiana, right beside the stoplight. Call us now at 876-790-9009 or 510-7569.
At Health Connect Jamaica, we prioritize your well-being by providing quality and convenient private health care. Our dedicated team offers a range of medical services, including COVID-19 vaccination and HIV treatment. Access affordable health care at HCJ by calling 876-669-7349, WhatsApp 876-308-0178, or visit healthconnectja.com. This message was made possible by the support of the American people through the United States Agency for International Development. The contents are the sole responsibility of HCJ and do not necessarily reflect the views of USAID or the United States government.
Are you ready for another exciting show inside Alive 1 to 5 this throwback Thursday, August 31? It will be another time to recollect and to reconnect. Stay tuned for the brain testing exercise at 1:45. Then prayer blast will be at 2 o'clock as we ring in the prayer bells of heaven. 2 15 inside pieces of the past. We share with you some more historic fun facts. Then at 3 p.m., make we talk with members of the throwback group, still going strong, the Unity Singers. All this and more will come alive at 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. This Throwback Thursday, August 31 on the Family Station, Love 101. Celebrating 30 years of music, family, and love.
I am a man, I am a man, I am a man, yes. Strong man, integrity man. I am a man, I am a man, I am a man, I am a man, yes. Strong man, integrity man.
I am a man. Welcome back to the mailbox here every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. on Love 101, your family station. And we've been having a really great conversation with Mr. Lenworth Kelly. And he's a civil engineer, businessman, leader at Solofield Chapel, marriage ministry there with his wife, among other things. Sir Lenworth Kelly, want you to give a little perspective on thought leaders. Is it significant that we have leaders and that they would think a particular way in order to move Jamaica forward? Is that significant? And do you see a growth of these leaders or a decline? And yeah, just what your evaluation is on that. So is it important that we have thought leaders in Jamaica land we love in moving it forward, and what kind of thinking we need? And do you see a decline or an increase in the number of these leaders?
Well, I want to say first, Kevin, the to kind of define the growth or decline kind of tricky for me because there's just so much happening in this space. Social media, as almost everybody is a leader. I mean, the TikToks and the Instagrams and the Twitters and all of these things are just bombarding you. And so stuff that you would normally hear get drowned out with everything else. One of the other challenges, I think, is that the pronouncements of leaders is not matched often by action, by their model. So as Christ would say, listen to what the Pharisees saying about don't do what they do, because they are teachers. You understand? So these are some of the challenges. So for me to kind of say that they are in decline, it's kind of tricky. So depending on where you listen and if your focus is on programs like Love 101, well, certainly you're going to find thought leaders. So it's where you're looking. You understand? And I don't think we're short on them. I think that we certainly have many men of God who are very good thought leaders, but you probably don't want to look at what size audience. So if a wider audience would certainly benefit more. But we certainly need thought leaders because there are some who are gifted. They really inspire you. You're great. Kevin come and him share with us at Swallowfield Chapel. Oh yes, I can go and be a better man. I can go and be a better husband. I can go and be a better father. You understand? And so it starts there. It does have to be 1 million people going to follow you. But if I see the sown somewhere, you scatter and then it bears fruit from there, then that is helpful because the effects of that fruit will also continue to take further effect. So we could always do more, but for me that kind of thing is a gifting, and it's very, very important that what you model also supports what you say.
Walk your talk. That's something that's very important. We want to remind our listeners, though, that you can leave your comments via WhatsApp line at 876-997-3125. And the studio lines are open. You can call us and participate in discussion at 876-968-8327 or 876-968-8328, or join us on our Facebook or YouTube page. You can also rewatch the show on Facebook and YouTube if you missed anything or feel like you just want to give it a second look. So, our guest is Mr. Lenward Kelly, and he is here. He's a civil engineer, big man, man of God. And he has a myriad. One of the things I've noted is that he is a father, a stepfather, and he has a foster child. Mr. Kelly, indeed, with that wide range of fatherhood, how important is it, you would think, you spoke to the issue of being selfish. How can we help persons in recognizing that in becoming unselfish or selfless, indeed, that will help to push nation building and aid in discipleship?
Why, that's a that's a big one require dissertation, Kevin. But so I could try and let's see if we can break it down because so it depends on your foundation. You find what them say 10 brother 10 different mind. But if you go on the precepts, if you go on the foundation, the principles of God, there's just so much there. It tells you if you have this world's goods and you see a brother in need and you don't help him, it is wrong. It is wrong. Never say brother must ask you, Doesn't say that. They don't know we're in there. Say your brother must ask you, boy, the man that asks me, no, that come from a socialization in the flesh. That's not what the Lord says. He say, once you see, so you are aware, so go and deal with it. Don't wait. So in a way, it helps to preserve the dignity of others when you reach out first. You know, understand? And that kind of help to take, because it's like with the selfishness, people watch babies sometimes. What one hold on for something, it might be for sharing, but now go so. And nobody taught them that. They didn't say that anywhere. So there are things that, when you look in the Word of God, these things are meant to empty us of self, You understand? Empty, consider others as more important than you are. These things, the weaker, as much as you did to the least of me, that you did unto me. That's what our Lord and Savior saying. So it is, but you don't just get there in the flesh. There's a way in which I can come out and I can be seen to be doing these things and doing that thing, and in the limelight. And it says if you do your good deeds before men to be seen, then you have your reward, because them see you. So reward done the same once them see. I don't know what kind of shallow reward that, but you get what I'm saying? So it is that we have to come back to what the word says. And it is really the Spirit that helps to bring that out in you. Because sometimes we stay away, we stay away, as Kevin often said, we stay away. And really it is the Holy Spirit oftentimes that get these things out of you to allow you to be used in the way that the things that the Lord would have set for you to do even before you were born. Those things were appointed for you to do. So and which is good. There are good works that we are called unto. Not the good works is not, we're not doing them to be saved, But in light of these great mercies, with all that He has done for you, this should be birthed out of you in a daily way, in a moment by moment kind of way. It must be coming out. So it's not, it's hard for the will to say, I'm going to stop being selfish when you don't know how to be unselfish. You understand? So you need Christ to help you through that. By His Holy Spirit will help you through that. And for those who are out there and you don't want to be selfish anyway, come to Christ. He will help you.
Good challenge there, Sir Kelly. You currently serve as president of the Incorporated Master Builders Association, so like a very big, important work. And you're an engineer. That means you study some stuff. How do you see education and training as contributing to moving Jamaica forward? And can every boy, man, be a part of this? You know, how do you see it? Talk to us a little bit about that.
All right. So for me, Kevin, it's critical. It's critical. And but I think what we tend to do is to box everybody. So we figure you go to school, you're going to get a HIPA, or them call it now CSEC, and then you're going to get CAPE, and then you're going to go to university. No, no. Now, all of us not going to be lawyers, all of us not going to be engineers, all of us not going to be doctors and actuaries and bank managers and business executives. No, because there are whole range of things required by society. Just if you look at the church, the body, there are different kind of gifts. And there's none more important than the other, because all the parts of the body should work in unison. And so, as a society, all the parts should work in unison. I have there's something in me that I love about cleaning and sweep up. A boy that give a broom for sweep. I must sweep the whole district. So you have to sweep till them call you. You understand? And so for me, whenever I see people cleaning, I'm really proud of them. The people who sweep the streets, the people who take up the garbage. And I get extremely upset when I see people throwing garbage out of taxis and out of buses, and it hurts. So for me, you really it's a what's the word I'm trying to find out? You can't disrespect anybody's role, right? So when we talk about training, you need to understand that there's sometimes some people have a heart for something. People make great businesses out of collecting garbage, out of taking up garbage. So we probably need to be kind of re-educated in the sense of what you consider success, because a lot of this is for how you see what you think going to be successful. So I say Kevin is a broadcaster, Kevin successful, I want to be, and there's nothing wrong with that, but we need to kind of look also at the other things. The people who used to say a gardener, now them call them landscapers, charge you more, kind of a gardener, charge you all about
the average man is a sanitation engineer.
Right. So, but the idea is that you want people to be educated enough to be able to be useful citizens. So it don't matter what you do with your hands. Once your hands find honest work to do, then you do that. You understand? The challenge is how we generally as a society look down on some things. So as I said, education and training is critical. For me, the artisans are critical in every trade, and in every industry. Those people who work at the lines, who work on the ground, who grind it out. You know what I mean? And so we're seeing now more focus even with Heart. Does big up the people at Heart, NSTA, for the work they are doing there. To try and really engage with all our youth and get them trained in some area, so that there's some skill set that they can use, right? But not to, for us as a society, we have been disrespectful of some occupations,
that's so true.
If I might put
That's
it that
so true.
way, right? So everybody
Sir
has
Kelly, let's stick up in there and come right back. Indeed, it's true. Grammar school versus technical school, and are we being trained and skilled for life as opposed to just being educated is a big question. We're up on our final break. This is the Mailbox. Kevin and Courtney Morrison here with Lenward Kelly. Moving Jamaica forward is what we're talking about. We come right back after these messages.
I am a man, yes. Strong man.
Get your Western Union back to school bonus from now until September 22. 50 winners of $10,000 every week. Millions in scholarships of up to $100,000 each. And double your Western Union money transfer in your GK1 wallet to get you ready for the new school year. You could be one of over 300 winners. Just download the GK1 app, receive a Western Union transfer in your GK1 wallet, and you're automatically entered to your back to school bonus. Visit gkmsonline.com for all the rules. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting Gaming Laws.
Christiana Pharmacy and Book Center, Main Street, Christiana, opposite Sladian Court. Telephone 876-964-2424. We provide all your shopping needs in one store with excellent customer service, pharmacy, prescription, and over-the-counter medication. 10 to 15% discount on all medication. Free blood pressure checks every day. Cosmetic Center, Remittance Services, Haberdashery, Document Center. We accept all major health, credit, and debit cards. Christiana Pharmacy and Book Center, taking care of the whole family.
Here's why you can't afford to miss the Morning Watch.
I love listening to the Morning Watch because topics are discussed and issues are highlighted that are of major importance, which in turn edify me.
The Morning Watch, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
I like listening to the Morning Watch. I find it very informative. I find it very interesting. The topics that are covered are very, very wide.
The Morning Watch, thought-provoking, insightful, current. Listen for the probing questions with attorney at law Stokely Marshall and the in-depth discussion with Reverend Dr. Dylan Toussaint. On Thursdays, the Morning Watch is brought to you by Bashco. Bashco, the store that gives you more. The Morning Watch, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. The Morning Watch is on the family station Love 101.
Welcome back to the program, The Mailbox. I'm Pastor Courtney Morrison. With me is my co-host, Kevin Bailey, and our guest, Mr. Lenward Kelly, President of the Master Builders Association of Jamaica. Husband, foster father, stepfather, and biological father. Well-rounded. But before we left, he was speaking to how it is that we tend to not equate the job process in Jamaica, where probably the garbage man is not given the same level of equity compared to a doctor. And so we tend to disrespect or look down or degrade some of what he spoke to us being unselfish, walking and working hand and side by side in helping us to get forward. In this last segment, I want to get from him a consolidation of all that's happening, him being marriage ministry leader, more is the acronym that's used there, and having all these facets come together, speaking about the very manual that the Creator gave us, the Bible, basic instructions, building leaders of exemplary conduct. Well, that's a new one. I just need that one up. But indeed, I want us to really just, in closing, really, how do we manage our time? How do we put everything together to ensure that we can move forward and not stagnate nor go in the reverse direction? Mr. Dr. Lenward Kelly. Yeah, giving you the title today. It's your turn.
Well, be careful. I have some friends in the medical fraternity. I think I'm pirating the profession, But I think, it's. Are you talking about just kind of how we put it all together, Courtney? Because I just kind of want to be sure of the question you're asking me. Is it how we put it all together?
That's exactly what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. Time management, looking at how to really move forward. Yeah.
Well, let me just go specifically to time management. It's just God. That's all I can tell you. You try, you plan your best. There's a lot of things competing for your time. One of the things I think people need to appreciate is if you're not at your best self, you're not used to anybody. No matter, you're fooling yourself. So you're going there, you burn out, and then you crash. So you want to be at your best self and take time for you and God alone. Just you and God. and then there's your wife. So that's next, and then the children are after that. So is God, then the spouse, then children after that. So I know some of the ladies might think the children come somewhere. They know, because if there's not God, if you don't have God, Him don't want you messing up any woman's life, right? And if you're that couple in Christ, that couple under God, is very important for raising godly offspring. And so it's important how you structure your time. Those are the big rocks. Those are non-negotiables. Then you get to work and ministry, and these other things come afterwards. But you must by prioritizing that way. I have a great team. I mean, people. I am deficient in many ways, so I've
Aren't
just
we
been
all?
blessed with great people, a great team who say, kind of foolishness that I think, man. Don't these people think it's my idea? It's not my own. It's from a team, But probably because they see you, they think it's great. But always it's important in working together, in respecting the views of others, and then you do your best to you put your best, you try and put your best out there. Now, none of us are perfect, and it's helpful to be mindful that you are not perfect, and don't expect perfection from others when you don't expect it of yourself. So them have this thing that we judge others by their actions, but we judge ourselves by our intentions. So we're very careful. You have to be very, very careful of that. So for me, that's pretty much, it's important. There's no I in team, and it's important to avoid burnout, that you have people around you. Sometimes you have to slug it out, but it is that is very, very important.
Sir Kelly, thank you so much. A question I want to ask you is, who is responsible for moving Jamaica forward? Is it Christians? Is it non-Christians? Is it both Christians and non-Christians? Because sometimes when it suits us, we might say it is Christians. We're the one with the power. We're the one with the truth. And if that is so, are we doing a great job? Or is it that it includes everybody when it comes to nation building? Just your thought on that.
Well, for me, Kevin, it's as I said, nation building requires a nation. It is the man in the mirror. It's a person in the mirror. It's a person whoever you see when you look in the mirror is responsible for nation building. It is a whole. It is the coming together of a whole. And I often say this, that we hear our leaders talk about national development, and say, oh yes, but we have this for national development. And so I said, so national development is what is it? Is it a system? Is it buildings? Is it roads? Is it a program? We can't have national development without the nationals being developed, without the people being developed. That's how we grow. So when you take time out, Kevin, to spend time with youth, to do youth camp, what you are doing is developing them. That's a part of it, right? What the minister of government does when he sets certain policies and sees them through, that's a part of it, right? What the football coach does in instilling discipline and so on, that's also a part of it. So it's very important that we understand, when we say we want to grow as a nation, how we see that growth. It's up to each one of us. And there are some of us who need to be trained, who need to be helped, who need to be discipled, coached, taught. And there are those of us who are now in the season of teaching, coaching, discipling, guiding, modeling. And so that is how you get it going. It's not a program of government. It's not just a program of the church. And it's not just a program of what civil society and service clubs and so on. No, it is everybody's role. But I will say, no matter how we want the parameters we use to define national development, regardless of how we want to see those parameters, it cannot develop as a people in a real fruitful way without God. Cannot. It will not happen.
Interesting. We almost there. Favorite Bible verse that speaks to us clearly. Favorite Bible verse before we close.
Proverbs 3:5-6. Proverbs
Wow.
3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Acknowledge him in all that you do, and he will direct your paths.
Wow. Thank you so much. Big word. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Yeah, Courtney, time done for we. Yeah. So, do we have a minute? No, look like it finished then, So, thanks so much to our producer, Trishan S. Brian, hardworking Trishan. Thanks to Timoy Butler for technical support and to our very special guest, Lenworth Kelly. Really appreciate the time spent here and the insightful wisdom, words, and encouragement, Sir Kelly. Totally appreciate it.
Yeah, man, it was a pleasure. Thanks, Courtney.
Indeed.
And
Bless
take care,
you, Sir
Jen.
Kelly. This program was designed for men with guests who are men. We want to end the show with this quote. We dream of nation building. We cannot achieve this by fomenting social divisions. Just as Lenward said, it has to work together in unity. Rajnath Singh says that. So we catch you next week, same place, same time inside the mailbox. Until then, Monday.
Monday.
Pretty man, I am a man.